Hey, favored ones, welcome back for another collective reading. I'm super excited about today's messages. Before we get into it, remember this is general, it's not for everyone. If you're not vibing at this time, then that just means your journey has a different storyline, and there's many other messages on my page that you're welcome to look at. They are all timeless, as time is a social construct. So, as well as no personal readings done online at this time. So when I do, I will let you know absolutely where and how to find those. If anyone else is trying to solicit you, those are scammers. Don't give them your hard-earned money. So yesterday, or the last video, we went over how we've developed and our higher chakras are very much aligned and strong and thriving. But I was saying that we needed to work a little bit more on our lower chakras, our base and sacral chakra. So I've picked out the Sunstone for today, as that's what predominantly works with it. As well as it is used in metaphysical beliefs to cleanse your aura as well. And it's known to be the stone of joy and inspire good nature and excitement in your life. Aztec warriors used the sun tablet, the sunstone, for foretelling events. And your success is being foretold. If it's not in the physical yet, it's definitely in the spiritual realm. I have a whole bunch of downloads that I got throughout the day since I stopped the video yesterday, and I was like, should I jump back on? I'm like, you want to know what? I'm going to give myself time to rest and ground myself. So I have also the other message that came through was character development was never an option for my collective. Whomever I'm speaking to, your character development was never an option. And for you and your story was never an option for the universe. It was never any other option. The universe chose you for this storyline because they knew that you could get through it, and it was never an option, and your success is being foretold. It was just a matter of time, is what I'm hearing. Another one of the downloads that I got was Donnie from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that you are your own wand. You are the staff for your soul. You are an extension of your soul. You are not separate from it. It is one with you. It is having an experience through you. You are the staff. You are the wand. As any other weapon or tool is an extension of the body, so are you an extension of your soul. You're really great with electronics, coding, even building software or gaming systems. This is the person who I'm talking to. Or you may be raising someone who is really good at it, or your partner is, and that's just something that balances you out. I got the song Under the Sun with the sunstone and everything by Kylie Odetta. It's like you're learning how to be in the now and not thinking about the things that bring you down. You may want to listen to it and hear more messages. I feel like whomever is listening at this time in the collective is very clairaudient, as I got a few songs coming through with the Under the Sun, and you're learning how. Yes, and Only Hope by Mandy Moore. You're really asking the universe anytime you're feeling doubtful in yourself or where this journey is taking you, and you're like, universe, I could use a little reminder right now. And something will pop up on your timeline. Like you didn't even say it out loud or anything. You just all of a sudden that confirmation is popping up for you. You're on your victory lap. Yes, because with the Sunstone, it also reminds me of Pokemon Go, and choosing wisely. You have chose wisely. The Holy Grail, the Fountain of Youth, with the Fey Realm and the Mabonian. Storylines may be really important to you. You may enjoy the god Lug or Apollo. Of course, their counterparts as well, because just like there's the Sunstone, there's the Moonstone, which symbolizes the divine feminine and the dark mysteriousness, and then shining truth and justice through the sun. So I feel like justice is coming through with the sun. Also Super Smash Bros, because I know that there's some generations that are inside of Super Smash Bros, so that could be important to you as well. Especially Melee, I don't know, GameCube and old time video games could be really important to you, or you're just an old school fanatic. The third song was Meredith Brooks's BITCH. And one of the thing that was sticking out to me, like the whole songs have messages, but the ones that were sticking out the most was like, you're a goddess on your knees. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be gender specific. It's just that womb cleansing or cleansing your lower chakra with either yoga, yoni cleansing, herb dietary supplements, and of course tantric massage healing and Rolfing. So I feel like some of you are pulling your chakras back into alignment with Rolfing. It's like one of those rolling machines too, but it has a spiritual term for it as well. But I know there's a medical one. It's just one of those medical rollers, and you like pop your back into place with it. You can definitely look it up. I was getting that there may be a reminder for someone or confirmation that you're getting money through with your taxes, or that saving up for school is working out. I'm also getting passport. Someone may be starting school. I know with a lot of kids you may have some forms to fill out, or this is confirmation of traveling. So that's all I wrote down while I was getting all the downloads yesterday, so we're gonna move into it. Yeah, sequence numbers. You could be getting a lot of sequence numbers because I'm doing just fine, one foot in front of the other. Yeah, you're allowing the universe to show you their plans, and you're doing a trust walk because the universe isn't going to let you fall. Yeah. Yeah, right now you're doing your victory lap, and you're doing a trust lap right now, because the universe doesn't even want to give you one of those scare drops. Like I'm getting, some of you may work with carnivals or something like that, as I'm getting like one of those, like the drop of doom things where it like pretends to drop you first. The universe doesn't want to do that anymore for you. It doesn't want to try and be like, this is what it could look like if I pulled the rug out from underneath you, because I think they know you've had enough life experiences, you've had enough hurdles to fall over, and you've picked yourself back up and kept running. I'm getting Garth Brooks standing outside the fire, the music video where the universe is like, nobody touch the collective. They got this. They're not done yet. I didn't hear no bell. They're going in like Rocky. You just know that it's your time, and it's just the last time you're gonna have to deal with that, whatever it is. If it's financial problems, if it's not being able to have control over your own emotions and thoughts. Whatever it is that is your goal, you are doing a victory lap on it right now, and your guides, guardians, and ancestors of highest good, as not all ancestors are for your highest good, they're having you do a trust walk because they don't want you to fall. That's amazing. And that's without the cards. Let's get into it. I'm ready. I'm ready, Mr. Krabs. Some of you may really enjoy SpongeBob SquarePants or identify as asexual. You could be a part of the Two-Spirit LGBTQIA+ community, or just someone who is an ally and tries to make everyone feel included, or stands up for those who don't have a voice, or who are just learning how to use their voice. Like, you can see someone doing really well off to the side, handling themselves, and you're like, yeah. But at the same time, just because they're handling themselves doesn't mean they don't deserve backup. So the universe is like, I know you can handle yourself, but you will always have backup. So I'm going to stand off to the sideline, and if you need me, tag me in. You know, like, the universe kind of like runs off of like wrestling terms. You know, you can't jump in until they tag you in, right? Or you can't start running until they pass you the baton. So the universe is saying, if you need a little break, pass them the baton, tag them in for a while. Oh, especially if you're being spiritually attacked, or someone's giving you the evil eye, or you feel nervous, like, tag in spirit. Be like, Spirit, I'm about to go on stage, I'm really scared, can I tag you in to be there with me? And they'll, like, boom, yes, before it was granted, before you even put in the submission. Like, before you get put in submission, it was granted. Some of you may be getting grants for school. That could be confirmation for some of you. And some of you could be doing charity fundraisers regarding wrestling. I know that goes on close to like winter time here. One of my friend puts on one, so that could be confirmation for some of you as well. Let's do it to it. I'm getting Goof Troops or Goofy Movie #2. Some of you are going back to college and realizing it's never too late to start taking care of yourself, or it's never too late to start over and find love. Like, at the beginning of the movie, Goofy was sad, feeling codependent, that he wasn't needed anymore, and you found your newfound freedom. Some of you had like empty nest syndrome, or your kids become at that stage where they're getting a bit more independent, and you're learning how to step back into your own and learning what do you like, what's your interests, and getting to have fun with your own peer group again, like with the mood rings and going discoing. So you could be into mood rings and discos and that fun dancing stuff. But yeah, it was never too late. He literally created a new major. He was working out. He was reading his book, finding someone that was equally encouraging, and shooting his shot to get like that librarian. Like, yes. Some of you are shooting your shot, and some of you could really love libraries and books. That you could be published or have published a book and moving on to your next one. Yeah, the next generation, you could be evolving with the Pokemon Go. You could be evolving into the next generation of your life. and blossoming. I'm just getting messages and shuffling here. Yeah, you're getting your own boat. People are about you. What people are saying that you're doing whatever floats your boat. Now, whether that's intimate or just you're finally doing whatever makes you happy. Like you're not being tied down by the thought of you're too old or it's too late, whether that's in just one day, like too late in the day, or too late in life. Because if you put your mind to it and you could be setting an example for all those others out there who feel like it's too late, and then you're gonna be one of the names that pops up in Google when they're like people who started and bloomed late in life. And that's amazing. Way more people get inspired by people who started later than early. Most of the time, it usually gives a sense of guilt or admiration. Like, yeah, go that person. They figured it out at 5. Yeah, go Beethoven. Go Mozart. But like at the same time, when you have these old authors and creators coming out later in life, those are the ones where it gives hope to people who didn't have as much opportunities in the beginning of life. And you give hope to people who were just trying to get it out of the muddy waters to become the lotus flower. And now that they've become the lotus flower, they're wondering, like, what if I was, dang it, I don't even know, something that blossomed, a sweet pea. What if I had been a sweet pea, and then I could bloom constantly and flourish constantly throughout my whole life? But, you know, lotuses are cool anyway. Like, they're beautiful. They blossom later in time. Cherry blossoms. Something you could have confirmation in cherry blossoms or sweet peas, or just flower gardens in general. A flower garden could have been important to you recently. Or I feel like you're finding that people are giving you gifts, and it's something new. The universe wants to give you a gift. And your spiritual team and your support systems want to give you gifts. People want to shower you in gifts of support and their time. I'm getting the example from Howl's Moving Castle, where he takes into consideration what Sophie would truly like and want, and he got her that door that would bring her someplace that was peaceful and quiet and theirs, right? And like upgrading homes into a bigger home. Some of you could have moved from a bigger home from spiritual attack, and you knew it was just time to move, or it could have been an actual fire or natural disaster that had you to rebuild from. Because in the movie it was a fire in the town, and also the spiritual attack from the Witch of the Waste that had put in the Sakar. So there was attacks inside and outside the house, and you moved on from that into a big, beautiful home. Yeah, the love you have for yourself is making you look youthful. Like with Sophie, because she felt like she was too old all the time for everything. But once you start doing what you love and you're passionate about, it makes you seem more youthful and vibrant. And the love you have for others makes you seem young. Your kindness. because I did say the Fountain of Youth with the Holy Grail and the cup and the yeah, earlier as well. Avalon, you are your own hero. Yes, you have earned your seat at the round table, and now that you are at the table and you're put down your sword, you're doing the trust walk with the universe. Can we get one card, please, from the Dream Weavers? Yes, Mr. Sandman is bringing you your dream and making it a vision, a visionary, bigger than it seems. You know, like how always, like, yeah, the universe is side mirroring your dreams right now. So you're like looking in the side of the mirror and you're like, it's further away, right? My dream's so far away. It's so far away. But in the corner, the universe is like, your dreams are closer than they may appear. And it's like, all of a sudden I see like that meme from The Office where you like turn around and you're like, oh, because your dreams are creeping up on you. Your dreams are gonna come so fast for you that you're gonna get a jump scare. And you're gonna be like, is this for real? Is this real? And the universe is gonna be like, yes, it is real and you deserve it. This is the trust walk. Because I ain't gonna let you fall. This is amazing. I'm about this. I'm so about this reading. If anyone wanted to give it an energy exchange, I much appreciate if you give a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and as well share to your friends. And I appreciate all your stories and confirmations below. All right. I told you, moon energy. Yeah, you are very balanced at this time. Not only are you seeing with your intuition and enlightenment and seeing the truth and hidden truths for what it is, you're doing it while relaxing and letting the universe take action for you and divine, as it's foretold, your success. Like, the universe picking you, there was no other option. It knew that it had to have you. That you would be a star. Like, it's reaching out for you right now. Some of you may like enjoy those old paintings because it's like the angel and the gods painting is what it's reminding me of. Sistine Chapel. Some of you may enjoy very old architecture or blueprints, whether for aesthetics or you're into architecture. You could be into digital you could be into digitally designing buildings and upcoming like infrastructure. Thank you, post retrograde. I appreciate. If a cat curls around the moon. So I feel like a lot of you are getting your cats or animals are helping be your familiar guides within the astral realm. And if you've noticed that they started waking you up or bugging you in the night, it could be that you were like having too much going on in the astral and you needed a little boost to come back, because either because your physical ego wasn't ready for that much information, or as a way to protect you, as so people couldn't get through your force field of protection, because you were divinely protected. I said that earlier, letting go of codependent relationships, the value of interdependence. If a cat curls around the moon, it's a sign. What happened to Miss Independent? It's time, it's right to feel what's real. You are feeling what is real and what is not real. Real is recognizing real right now, and you're not putting up with people's lip service. Yeah, they might say, yeah, I support you, or they might give you a like here and there, but you can tell it's like half chubbed kind of energy towards you. And like it's, I don't want to call it that, but that's what they're telling me, is like some soft serve energy, and you want people to go hard for you, right? Why wouldn't you? Why did they have to get me to say it? Spirit, why did you have to get me to say it like that? The value of interdependence. A lot of you may enjoy parallel play. If you're neurodivergent, you may enjoy hanging around with other people just to do your own thing. It's a sign to release yourself from enmesh and claim the freedom and independence to be your own person with healthy boundaries. If you've gone along just to get along or engage in people pleasing, you may be concerned about the consequences of saying no. What would happen if you set a boundary and chose what you really wanted? Don't give your power away to someone else's reaction. It's more important to choose what feels right and true for you. Celebrate your uniqueness too. Choose to do things your way doesn't mean you're doing anything to promote ends or drama. It's a healthy separation to have to your own views, your own perspectives, and still be engaged. Codependent relationships are always unhealthy and unsupportive in the long run. Speak up, share your mind, and be okay with learning from others to have different ideas. You don't have to agree with them if it's not right for you. As people, we need each other. Human interaction is like, I used to know a saying. It came to the tip of my brain and then ran away. How rude. Some of you may have people who may want to come up to talk to you, but then you notice that they walk away. You may seem like you're a very independent person, and that may have some people afraid to approach you, or not sure how to approach you, in what way. Oh yeah, we all need human interaction, hence the human part. I think that's the thing that I was thinking of. If it's important, it will come back. Whew. Not saying that if it wasn't important. It's just like if it was pertinent to this message, and it did come back. Good job, brain. High five. Here we go. Speak up, share your mind, and be okay with learning things from others who have different ideas. You don't have to agree with them if they're not right for you. As people, we need each other. We weren't built to live on our own, and now we are being wholly supported as unique beings, able to love and be loved and be yourself. Allow healthy interdependence to replace the sticky quality of draining relationships. No matter what your inquiry, when a cat curls around the moon, it is a time to step back and assess what you really want, how you really feel, and how you really want to feel. Only then you can step forward. You cannot go wrong. So I feel like a lot of you are getting a lot more rest as well, or wanting to get more rest. I'm hearing melatonin before bed and pistachios. For those who have long-term issues, of course, please check with a professional, as sleep is extremely important for keeping our all of our systems go. And when it's constantly going, it's a surefire pipeline to burnout. Are we grabbing another one from here, Spirit? No. Chukya then. We grabbing from this one. Oh wow. Okay, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Is there any more, Spirit? If you feel like there's any more, can you have them pop out? Highest good energy. No? Good. Okay. Shishandra, which is grace. Showing yourself grace. Learning temperance. A lot of you could work with Persephone, Aphrodite, Queen Yan. What's her name? Ashani? Oshana is the goddess, I believe, where she literally took away her energy from things that were no longer serving her. The other gods were being mean to her, saying that she didn't do a lot of work, and she pulled away her energy, and then they realized without love, no one would adore and the as they were. If you know the story, I feel like it's very much relevant, and it's whoever it is. I can feel it stirring up a message inside of you right now. This is the imagery, but Asana, and like Queen Yan are two goddesses. I believe I could be mispronouncing their name, and if I am sorry. I'm just trying to pull the messages from the ether of my brains, and it's like half image pattern sequences, and it's yeah, so but that's the image that I got, is giving yourself grace to walk away and knowing that you rested and the world was okay without you for a moment. The world moved on. And yeah, I'm also getting a lot of cleansing of the womb energy, the root chakra. If you're not female, I still believe that you would be clearing out your lowest chakras, trying to balance them with frequencies, hurt frequencies, affirmations online. You can definitely look it up. I feel like your heart, once you do that, your heart chakra will open up even more with all of the green and the growing fruitfulness. And I believe that a lot of manifestations are coming through that creative, because the womb is a vortex of creation. So I feel like just your vortex of creation, whether you're male, male, a man or a woman, or non-binary, your vortex of creativity is flourishing right now. And there's 12 stars, and I feel like the 13th one there is you. So 13 stars, or the moons of the cycle of the year, because there's 13 moons throughout the year. So you may be working with the moon and the tides and the phases. Swans also are loyal for life, so some of you could be giving yourself devoted loyalty to yourself and your life, or a divine, like a counterpart, a divine union, like a friendship, like BFFs for life. Because, loyalty for life doesn't mean have to be intimate, right? So, especially those, there was one folklore story where the woman got turned into a swan as well and with her husband. That may be one of your favorite folklore stories, where the woman gets turned into the seal or the swan. And then there's the sisterhood who protect her from being hurt and stuff. I don't want to get too much into the details because it's triggering. Plus, I wanted to move on here. Since I can't remember it fully, I have read it so many times, but there's so many different versions, which leads me to believe that that's a message, meaning my collective, you are many different stories. In some stories, you were the victim. In some stories, you became a legend and a force to be reckoned with. Much like with the story with Medusa, in some stories, Athena helped her and was not mad at her, and some she was mad. And like with Persephone, from being core with Hades, some are good and some are spun in a different light. And I feel like that's the same for you, and you're letting that guilt and shame go out through your root chakras, and you're allowing life force back, and it's allowing life force back in as you're releasing that guilt and shame for the fact that you are human and you have dualities, and you've had some good stories and you've had some bad, not so good stories. You've had some lessons. You've had some good times and some lessons. And that's all. You can't change the past, so you know that you have been spun into different lights, but altogether you deserve to be abundant and fruitful. I'm also getting like with a lot of you may have a small following or a small group following you at this time, or just your goals. You have bigger goals for more of a following. And it's like with like Joshua, he first started off. Now, like, doesn't mean anything about religion. It's just a metaphorical example, is that he had 13 people following him around before it was a large following, right? So like, it's little bits at a time. It's leaving seeds and grapes out, hoping that the ducks will come by, and then one duck comes, and then more ducks come. And just that's an extra message there too. Maybe you're an advocate for outside animals on what they're able to eat, which is fruits and fresh water, compared to like breads, which can give them angel wing. And you like just stand up for those who don't have a voice, and you let people just know about those things in regards to like beauty and taking care of the environment. Let's see what this Cassandra is all about. It stands for inner beauty, inspiration, euphoria, visions, supernatural powers, and synergy. Yes, so like releasing that energy and in return getting life force. In traditional Chinese medicine, flavors are seen as energetic symbols within the plant. demonstrating its distinct healing traits. Cassandra berry contains all 5 flavors: sweet, bitter, salty, sour, and pungent. See, you're spun in many different lights. To some people, you're sweet. To some people, you're considered bitter. To some, you're salty. And to some, you're sweet and sour. And for some people, you're a little too much, and they can go find less. Directly signaling its all-encompassing and highly medical nature and its endearing name, Wawizi, or 5-flavored berry. Perfectly yin and yang balanced. Yes, I'm so happy this is confirming it for me. Cassandra nurtures all 5 elements. You're so balanced. You're doing your victory lap. It's a trust walk. Just it's out of that park. You knocked it out of the park, yo. Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. You could have watched those all the metal. The metal one could be important. 4114 mirroring numbers. So you could have watched those videos that went around with a lot of my favorite readers that did all of the elements. I believe one of them was Luca Tarot, as well as like Lexi the Leo. There was all of the elements, so they went really deep into it. You may have messages there. You may just enjoy that type of readings, or you may enjoy Avatar as well. And enters all 12 energy channels. Ooh, you may like Naruto with opening the 8th gate and all that. So like learning how to fight with only your body instead of energy fighting. Some of you may work on your body and exercise so that you are more energetically prepared for spiritual and evil eye and energy vampires. The meridians of the human body. So yeah, looking up human design charts, finding out whether or not what you're a human generator or projector, what kind of eating design you have, whether you're an open eater or closed eater, what kind of different gifts you'll receive. You can look that up online. If you look up human design calculator, if you want to look more into that type of cool stuff about you and what you can find, I'd recommend it. As a symbol of longevity and beauty, even suggesting the ability to attain immortality. Yeah, the universe has got a bird eye view on your success. Like immortals, like Fallout Boys. You're learning how to take down the giant, whether that's corporations or society that wants to keep you small and down. The David and Goliath kind of imagery was used inside of that music video. So yeah, the harder the bigger they are, the harder they fall, I see is going on here. Cassandra is pictured often in ancient Chinese art. No, I did say ancient art. I said it like the 16 chapels and stuff, but I didn't think all over the world. But yeah, old style art. Consider a placenta. Its increased energy prolongs life without aging, benefits mind, supports the eyes, acts as an anti-inflammatory, helps against radiation, and protects the nervous systems from toxins, and cleanses heavy metal toxins as well. A lot of you could be trying to clear out heavy metal toxins from the environment and everything that's going on. If you know, you know. If you don't, There's a lot going on. You can look up the human genome projects and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff. People call them the CTs. You can use spinach and kale and watermelon and pumpkin seeds to remove all of those from yourself as well. But this seems like a good overall one and done type deal if you're looking for that right now, if that's what you're looking to work with. Cleansing heavy metal toxins, supporting air. What's an adrenal? Supports adrenal functions. I feel like that's your eyes for some reason. Supports the lungs, benefits sexual functions, and balances hormones and protects the skin. So if people are dealing with eczema or psoriasis, dryness, Cassandra is ruled by Jupiter, and it has an all-encompassing longevity enhancement and expansive medical nature. The way it embraces all 5 elements and 12 energetic channels and all flavor provides longevity in every organ system and harmonizes all polarities. So yes, we are harmonizing, therefore welcoming utopia, which we will do at this time. Everybody, take a deep breath and wish the wish of wishing wishes. Hello, welcome Utopia. Welcome Utopia. Let's get it. It is also the signature of Venus. Yes, Venus, Aphrodite. Aphrodite, Ishtar, Isis, Isis, whatever you want to call it. But the guidance is like the Temperance card in tarot. Ooh, see, ooh. The goddess holding the cup of water represents the subconscious as she crosses over the stream of water, representing the conscious mind. Cassandra medicine teaches us about the high alchemy of beauty, grace, and harmony of dualities. Like the medicine of the swan, Cassandra is here today to remind you of grace within balance, patience, and moderation. You are invited to allow life force to flow through you without force or resistance. Yes, I told you life force was coming in. Yes, I love this. Okay. Follow your visions and pay close attention to the subtle language in your body and surroundings. If you feel out of orbit or aloft, make time to ground. Grounding will only facilitate your development into the higher consciousness. So yeah, your character development was never negotiable. It was never an option. So when you are grounding, it only facilitates your development even more. It only further develops you. So remember to ground, as it is just as important as being open in your higher chakras. So that was amazing. Thank you for coming through. And now we know that when it comes to you, you're never an option, and you're doing your victory lap of the trust walk, where you're just walking up to it slowly, like, yeah, that's mine. That's my victory. It's got my name on it. It always has. Yep. It always will. So thank you for coming through. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. Bye.